Alrighty, so let's go ahead and introduce this first player here. Spawning at the bottom right, so we got our red Terran player from Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Give it up for Hero. And spawning here at the top left, we got our blue Zerg playing for the team of Dragon Phoenix Gaming as well. He is Rogue. Alright, so Mind Spirit asking in the live chat, what is your favorite matchup to watch? For me, personally, I like watching TVZs the most. It's usually, you know, more kind of faster pace, so that's why I like it. I do like also PvT because I play Protoss myself, but yeah, I think we're at a stage where there are a lot of matchups that people like to watch. I mean, you know, back in the day, I feel like PvP was kind of hard to watch, but then I feel like it's gotten better over time a little bit. Pardon me. TvT, I feel also can be a drag, especially those turtle games, but I don't know. I generally enjoy watching every matchups, even ZVZ and, you know, ZVP. But yeah, we have a bit of a team kill here, as both players are from Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Now, you know, because they're on the same team, I sometimes wonder, like, do they practice a lot against one another? Because I know that there are some teammates that just plays, like, you know, custom games over and over again. And then there are teammates that they're on the same team, but they don't really interact as much. And they kind of do their own thing. They're more of a lone wolf. And so I wonder, you know, between these two players, Rogue and Hero, do they, you know, often? I wonder if they often play against one another in those custom games. Obviously, that will play a part in it because, you know, if your opponent happens to be against someone that you play a lot against in those custom games, you kind of know their playstyle. You know the build orders. You know what to look for, the signs and the clues as to what they are planning. Looks like we got Hero going for the Stargate opening. First Oracle on cliff area just to kill the Overlord. There is a second Oracle coming now. The question is, will Hero go for a third Oracle? Or will he just stick it with a 2? Looks like he will stick with a... Oh no, so he's going to go ahead and go for the third one. So, going to be a little bit of an Oracle heavy play to start off the game. But of course, Rogue has scouted this well in advance, so he will have... Looks like the necessary defense to deflect at this. Oh wow, actually making 2 or spore callers in the main base there, being extra safe. Oh. Alright, looks like pretty much no damage to start off this game. I mean, Hero not quite finding what he's looking for. Maybe he can with this. Nope. Looks like Rogue will respond in time. So nicely done there by Rogue, keeping tabs on these stasis wards. So yeah, it looks like Rogue has been kind of free to kind of drone up as much as he wants. Hasn't really made a lot of links to go for any counterattacks or anything. So yeah, it looks like you know, Rogue is gonna have a healthy economy going into this mid game here. All right, let's take a look at what Hero is going for. Just a bunch of gateway units, not doing too much. Actually, very interestingly, gonna go for a very quick fourth base. This fourth base is a bit quicker than usual. I think he recognizes the fact that Rogue is kind of playing very, very greedily. He hasn't made much units, and all he has is you know, queens, and he has pumped up a lot of drones. So Noah Hero's like, since there's really nothing coming here, nothing scary, I might as well go for the fourth. Keep up with the economy of my Zerg opponent. And I think he might get away with it. Gonna establish some static defense here with some cannons and shield batteries. And yeah, he's just gonna survive on these gateway units in the initial stage. Because, I mean, when you go so greedy with a fourth base that early, you're not gonna have the tech to go with it, of course. So, and so far these Oracles, all three has survived to the 7-minute mark, and that's gonna come in handy. Of course, those Oracle energy will kind of build up every second. So, they're gonna allow Hero to have a lot of energy. Of course, they don't really do too much against the roaches, but they can help with the lings in the front line. And of course, they can help with the revelations. Oh, Hero gotta be careful not to overextend. You might get surrounded by the Zerg force here. And oh my goodness, Hero gonna go for the 5th base before the Zerg even takes his own 5th. So Hero, man, he is just absolutely taking every single base on his side of the map. And Rogue doesn't have any idea about this. He's just very concentrated and focused on this kind of this harassing Blink Stalker force there, just picking off creep tumors after creep tumors. Oh, nice little catch there. We'll get the surround on this Zealot run by. Of course, Hero's just trying to buy time with this, because you know he has the economy, but he doesn't have quite the tech yet. I mean, he's trying to get the tech rolling. I feel like, but will Rogue give Hero enough time to get it? That's the question. I mean, look at this, Hero. Actually, you know what? I think Hero might just go for a very upgrade heavy gateway kind of composition here. He's just playing very what we would refer to as the swarm toss, I would say, where he's just gonna rely on a bunch of gateway units and just gonna try to upgrade his opponent, because innately these gateway units aren't the greatest, but if you can kind of beat them up with these upgrades, they can kind of stay in line with the Zerg force, especially if you combine it with Stasis Ward there. And look, here we go. Hero gonna go ahead and dive in with this charge lock counterattack. It's just a distraction here, really. The main force is these Blink Stalkers, and you know, Hero got plenty of minerals to throw away. You know, considering that he has had a lot of bases for quite some time now. I mean, we're still looking at 6 base versus 4 base Zerg guys. And Hero very intent on making this work. He has in the past, as of late, played very gateway heavy in terms of his playstyle. And you know what? It has been working out. So I don't blame him for trying this very unorthodox build. My goodness, how many oracles is that? 7 oracles. When is the last time you saw 7 oracles, guys? I mean, this is absolutely insane. And ISY92, yep, I agree. I have seen a bunch of hero games in the past couple of months, and yeah, he has played this playstyle, and it has worked out relatively good for him. I mean, right now, you can make a case that he's the best Korean Protoss right now. And there's a reason for that. He's making gateway units great again. Alright, here we go. Oracle's going to go ahead and activate their pulsar beam. Nice force field. Does kind of block some of these banelings, but oh, the gateway force is kind of dwindling here. Only 2 Archons. The Archons will, the last Archon does fall. Now only a bunch of Stalkers left, but it's enough, guys. It's enough. Rogue doesn't have the economy to kind of kind of follow this up. So Hero, he's gonna go ahead and take the first game here. All right, so yeah, so we're here for game number 2 on Hardwire, and I wonder if Hero is going to go for the same build. I mean, he does got that Stargate there, so at least for the where we start this game, we do have a little bit of a deja vu. Oracle making his way across the map. Gonna get some scouting done. Maybe some harassment. If you can kind of kill that creep tumor, that will be pretty nice, because the distance between the creep tumor, between the natural and the dirt, is a bit further than normal. So the Zerg definitely wants to start connecting the bases there to help with the defense if Hero decides to go for an attack early on. Maybe like a Glaive Adept follow-up, so you know it's going to be important for the Queens to kind of walk back and forth, and in order to do so, you gotta get that creep connected. And here we go, first Oracle getting more damage already than compared to the last game, so Hero feeling pretty good about this start, assuming that Oracle gets away, and it does. Let's see here, how many life? 16 health points on that Oracle. And Hero once again going for that third Oracle. So you know what? I'm smelling a little bit of the same build order, especially with that Forge coming up, because that Forge not only allows Hero to go for a bunch of cannons, if assuming Rogue does go for attack, but it allows him to get that upgrade, the upgrade lead compared to the Zerg, which is very crucial for that kind of playstyle when you're relying on a bunch of gateway units. You want to give them as much upgrades as much as possible. Oh my goodness, Hero getting let's see here, a total of 10 drones to start off this game, and all 3 Oracles survives. None of them has gone down yet. Hero off to a really great start. Even getting that Overlord. Pretty much a free Overlord kill there. And yeah, adding that second Forge. Gonna pull ahead with those upgrades, as well as getting the Blink upgrade for his Stalkers. I would assume that he will get the Charge upgrade after that Blink finishes. Yeah, pretty much a copy of last game. I mean, here we got Hero once again getting that early fourth. And I mean, of course, Rogue is going to have at least a bit of experience fighting against this. Now, the question is, does he have the answer for this type of playstyle? You know, this is a little bit new because, you know, compared to other Protosses who rely on more tier 2 and tier 3 units in their PvZ, not a ton of Protosses play this playstyle, which is like heavily relies on gateway units. So, you know, Rogue, we'll see if Rogue has any answers for this. And I like what he's doing because he's already throwing down his Hydro Stand, which means that he might be looking to get into a Lurker Tech. And I think Lurker Tech will do wonders for Rogue against what, you know, Hero is going for here. Because of course those Lurkers has those splash damage to help against the gateway units. Alright, looks like Hero is mixing it up a little bit with 2 Robos. Where's those 2 Robos? Okay, there we are. So I think he has kind of has a clue, has a hint of what Rogue is going for here. I mean, he's probably gonna need some disruptors, or maybe he might stick with Colossus because there are actually no Lurker Den. Oh yeah, it looks like Rogue hasn't gone for the Hive yet. So I mean, usually when, you know, Zergs are rushing into Lurkers, they will throw that Lurker Tech or the Lurker Den along with a quick Hive, so that they can start upgrading those Lurker upgrades. But it looks like Rogue is sticking with Hydralisk for the foreseeable future, and Hero might want to go ahead and stick with Colossus production instead of the disruptors. Although disruptors against Hydra isn't too bad either, so who knows? Oh wait, there's no robotics bay. Oh boy, I wonder if did Hero forget or he's just sticking with Immortals for now. I guess he's sticking with Immortals for now. Interesting. Okay, so Immortal throwing down his Temple Archive, so going back into that classic Protoss Immortal Archon charge lock kind of unit composition. However, he might be in a little bit of trouble as Rogue is looking to attack here. Nice force fields though. Not the greatest area for Rogue to attack through, into the little choke area. A little bit of a blink mistake there by Hero, blinking forward instead of back. So a little bit of a micro mistake. Oh, Hero got to be careful. Don't want to go ahead and get surrounded there. Although I think with the blink, he should be relatively fine. Oh, actually not retreating back at home. Gonna go ahead and move towards the Zerg side of the base. Interesting. I'm assuming that he's gonna go ahead and recall here. He's got to recall. He's got to recall. Recall. Okay, there we go. Alright, these stalkers will go ahead and get cleaned up. Hero gonna move out towards the middle of the field. A lot of stasis wards being thrown out, and Hero instead actually gonna go ahead and try to attack into this. Does he have enough? He does have the upgrade lead 2-1 versus the. Oh, never mind. Rogue's upgrade just finished, so both these players are on equal upgrades. But look at this concave from the Zerg player. Oh my goodness, that was absolutely beautiful. Gonna get the great surface area on top of these Stalkers and Immortals. No more sentries here left to force fields the Zerg force. So Hero gotta be careful. He may want to go ahead and just back out and just replenish his army there. his economy isn't as great as last game, because right now he's right now on 4 bases still. Remember last game he was like on 5-6 bases at this point. But Hero once again relying on the mobility of these gateway units, going to go ahead and send a charge lot counterforce. Will take out the hatchery, so nicely done there. But the main army, he's got to be careful. He's got to be careful. Looks like the War Prism. I think the War Prism, there was a War Prism there. Oh boy, yeah, I think a Hero might want to back out because Lurkers are now on the field. I believe that was a War Prism, was it? Yeah, the War Prism looks like it got killed. I was like wondering, how did those charge lot end up in the main base of the Zerg? Alright, so let's take a look at the units lost here. 41 Zealots going down. That's a lot of Zealots. But also 52 Roaches going down as well. So a lot of losses from both sides. But I'm getting a little worried here for Hero. I mean, the Lurker count is growing by the minute here. And at some point, Hero is going to need some type of counter. He may want, I mean, if he's sticking with this, you know, kind of composition, then he's going to have to try to go for a base trade or something. Because, oh no, oh, he's getting stuck here, sandwiched between these two forces. Oh boy. Okay, the Lurkers actually don't advance forward, so luckily Hero does manages to squeeze on out. But man, that could have been so ugly for our red Protoss friend. Oh my goodness, Hero don't want to get trapped inside the Zerg base. Alright, I like this though. Hero doing a lot of maneuvering. One of the things about Lurkers is that they aren't the most mobile units, because they gotta burrow and be static. So if you can kind of pull these Zerg, you know, left and right, you can manage to, you know, kind of out macro these Zerg. I mean, Hero doing a lot of damage so far. Look at the worker count, 90 for the Protoss versus the 42 of the Zerg. Man, Hero is just making this playstyle work over and over again. And this is not an exact copy of the last game where Hero went for like 8 oracles or something like that. I mean, this is like the opening is the same, but the branching is a bit different, because you know now there are disruptors out on the field. He is reacting like a Zerg to the Zerg player, and I absolutely love this strategy by Hero. But you know what? Rogue right now, he is a 4-time GSL champion, and there is a reason why, because he is so damn good at this game. If there is a Zerg that is going to be able to somehow, some way manage to dig himself out of this hole, it would be this guy. But I don't know, man. Like right now, Hero is starting to transition to air tech with the carriers. That's a perfect transition into against a Zerg player that is going for heavy Lurker tech, because that means that more Hydralisks will be turned into Lurkers, which means less anti-air, and you know the carriers will overwhelm the Zerg, because of course Lurkers can't attack into the air, especially with a Mama ship on the way as well, which can provide a lot of maneuvers for Hero. Alright, Carriers has joined up into the force of the Protoss. Right now, guys, Rogue is still on 4 bases. He does have a 5th on the way, but still not quite up there yet. And I think it's even less than 4 bases, because that, I believe the main base has been mined out. Oh my god, so much disruptor balls shooting out. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's quite scary. Oh my goodness. I didn't even catch this. And the Mortal Hit Squad taking out the 6 o'clock base there. So another base going down, as you can see in the income. Here was just pulling further and further away. But you know what? There are still some very good spellcasters in Rogue's army right there with you know, the Vipers. You combine Vipers with Lurkers, that is a deadly combination. So maybe with some really great spellcasting, Rogue can manage to get a really great engagement. But I mean, look at the bank of Hero. I mean, he does have 4k minerals, 3k gas. And so if he loses his army, he can still replenish his army. Rogue is probably going to have to get like 2 to 3 miracle engagements to kind of even this out. Alright, Hero adding in Tempest Tech as well. Not quite sure why. I'm not quite liking this. I would rather replace those Tempests with more carriers. I mean, just no Brewler Tech or anything like that. I don't think Tempest is the greatest. But I guess maybe he just wants to shut down the potential of any Blue Lord Tech. I don't know, man. I would rather make more carries instead of the Tempest. But who am I? I'm just a lowly StarCraft player. And here we have a Hero, who is debatably the best player, Protoss player we have right now. Alright. Looks like Hero advancing a little bit forward, trying to shut down these bases of Rogue. And I gotta say, it's been pretty impressive considering Rogue has been stuck on a very low drone count throughout this whole game, that he has survived into the 19-minute mark. So here we go, Disruptor Ball shooting left, right. Oh, a great juicy hit there. Oh man, hitting at the center of the Lurker Ball. And yeah, this was just a game of attrition. I mean, Rogue couldn't keep up. And Hero, once again, gonna go ahead and take the game. He's going up 2-0 in this series. Alright, so we start off this game with a normal opening, which I would say maybe a little bit of a lost opportunity, because this is one of the maps that I think Zerg can actually get a bit cheeky. I mean, I've seen on this map Zerg's going for some crazy builds to open up the game, like maybe a proxy hatchery in front of the Zerg, or sorry, in front of the Protoss natural there. I've seen drone pools. I've seen a bunch of stuff. So I am quite excited to see what Rogue has in store for us on this specific map. Or maybe he can just go for a standard game. I mean, I think it would serve him well to change up the momentum of from the from this past 2 games here, where he has let Hero kind of basically just out macro him. I mean, if we think about it, he hasn't really done too much to a Hero's economy in the early game. It's usually Hero kind of dictating the pace, as well as having the map control. And I don't know. I think Rogue, if Rogue may want to maybe go for some timing push of some sort, I think might want to go ahead and do so in this map. As this map, if you can kind of mine the kind of this gas, or sorry, not the gas, the mineral rocks there, the mineral patch, you can kind of get some easy, quick access to your opponent's base. So far, it looks like Rogue wants to just play out as normal. Alright, once again, going for that Stargate opening, and I don't blame him. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, as the saying goes. Alright, Orko gonna go ahead and actually back out as he sees a bunch of queens there. Man, imagine if Hero wins this game once again with the same build. I mean, this is not like any Zerg players we're talking about. This is Rogue. This is one of the top 2 highest career earners in StarCraft 2. This is a 4-time GSL champion here, and so to take such a commanding win, 3-0 against the likes of Rogue, would be a very incredible and impressive feat. Alright, looks like Hero adding in those gateways, so looks like we're gonna have a bit of a similar opening here, Deja Vu. And Rogue, he's gonna have his second, not his second chance, his third chance to find some way to counter this. We've seen in the first 2 games it didn't quite work out well for him, but I'm sure maybe this 3rd game he might have a different idea on how he wants to attack this. Oh, poor Overlord. Alright, looks like Rogue gonna go ahead and open up with roaches. I would like to see him, if he's not gonna tech like into fast lurker tech, I would like to see him add in banelings, cause you know, one of the things about a lot of gateway units is that they have a lot of charge lot, and if you can mix in those banelings to connect against those charge lot, that really helps out during the engagement. But this baneling tech is not going to come in time, as Hero already looking to put on some pressure. Oh man, a lot of charge lot joining in. He even has a proxy pylon there morphing. And here we go. Hero looks like he's slowly overwhelming Rogue here, attacking between the 2 bases. And oh man, more charge lot coming in, and I think Hero has done it. He has. I think will 3-0 Rogue here with an impressive 3 games. There we have it. GG.